Federal and state officials say the damage is spread over dozens of miles. ExxonMobil dismissed those assertions. The Environmental Protection Agency says it's still taking air and water samples to determine the full impact. But the true scope of the oil spill may not be known for weeks or even months. Exxon says crews will begin walking the Yellowstone shoreline as soon as the swollen river recedes to look for pooled oil along the banks. Color 8's Nicole Grigg is here now with one rancher whose living depends on answers.
Yeah, hi Chelsea. As federal aid, state officials try to get a handle on the extent of damage. I talked to some ranchers today who say it could be devastating. They've had to stop irrigating their crops because the water is full of oil. Crude oil isn't just ruining plants, it's beginning to dry out livelihoods of people along the Yellowstone River.
I really need to get water on my crops.
The oil is really sticking to ranchers like Jerry Williams. As the crude oil made its way down the river, it ended up washing up on his property.
We're unable to water right now because of the oil in the water, and we had oil on our pumps.
Williams says first it was the floodwaters, now this.
The flood you can deal with because it goes up and then comes down pretty quickly, and it doesn't affect the ground around you. With the oil, it changes everything.
Williams has had to move his livestock from his nearly 850 acres to a fenced area to keep them from eating the oil. But that's not the only concern.
We don't want our cows eating it, our horses eating it. We're concerned about our water wells.
Along Steel Road, cleanup crews are doing what they can to start with relief efforts. That's where Dan Kennedy lives. He, too, has moved his animals to safety.
I've kept my animals up. I know they're, horses won't eat down too far, but yeah, we're going to keep everything away and let the water go down, let the professionals come in, and make sure everybody's sitting at the same table.
ExxonMobil said air and water monitoring has not revealed any health risks as of now, but at least one person has had to go to the emergency room. That person is Mike Scott's wife. He now wants answers.
I know 2 people in the hospital already over this. One person who's passing out last night because of the fumes, and now my wife. And I don't believe that you don't know what's in the oil, what's making people sick.
The long-term impact, both economic and environmental, is still unknown. ExxonMobil has said damage would be limited to a 10-mile stretch, but officials insist they were misunderstood and were not trying to suggest that's the limit of oil exposure. Nicole Grigg, Color 8 News.